There's a certain kind of person who never posts photos on social media. And somehow, they're always misunderstood. People think they're distant, hard to approach, or that something is off. Some people assume something even simpler, that they just have nothing to share. But what's really going on runs much deeper. You're not strange. And you're not the only one who feels this way. It's just that there are things you don't say out loud. There are feelings you keep to yourself. And there's a part of you that no longer feels comfortable turning your life into something for others to look at. Maybe you don't remember exactly when it started, but little by little, everything changed. Back then, you used to post too. Photos, moments, things you thought were worth remembering. You used to check the likes, wait for a response, feel good when you got attention. But then, something started to feel off. You post a picture, and right after, you ask yourself, why am I posting this? You look back at your own post, and it doesn't feel like you anymore. It feels like a version that's been edited, a curated version, selected, arranged, made to look better. And for the first time, you realize something. Not everything you see online is real. Psychology calls this curated reality, a staged version of reality, where people only share the best parts of their lives, happy moments, achievements, the best angles, and everything else just disappears. And once you start seeing that, you can't unsee it. You scroll past a photo, and instead of just looking, you start asking yourself, what's being left out? What are they really feeling? Does this actually match what they're going through? You don't consume content the same way anymore. You start to see through it. And from that point on, posting becomes harder. Not because you have nothing to share, but because you don't want to share in that way anymore. Maybe you've tried. You write a caption, but it doesn't feel real. You pick a photo, but it doesn't reflect how you actually felt in that moment. And you realize if you have to edit it that much, then it's not really you anymore. Some people won't understand this. They'll think you're distant. But really, you're just becoming more honest. And sometimes, there's an even deeper reason. Maybe there was a time you shared too much, and you didn't get what you hoped for in return. Maybe you were misunderstood, or judged, or felt like what you shared wasn't truly appreciated. And your brain held on to that. It learned that sharing equals risk. So now, it chooses the safer option. Hold back, stay quiet, observe. You're not pulling away from people. You're just no longer interested in connecting on a surface level. And here's the part no one really talks about. You don't post photos, not because you don't want to be seen. You just don't want to be seen in a distorted way. There's a big difference between being noticed and being understood. And you have started choosing the second. That doesn't make you distant. It just means you're protecting a very real part of yourself. A part not everyone has the right to see. In a world where everything is shared, your choice not to share becomes rare. And maybe you don't realize it, but that's also a form of awareness, a form of discernment, a way you manage your energy and how you show up in the world. You're not against social media. You just aren't moving through it unconsciously anymore. And in the end, there's nothing wrong with you. You're not weird. You're just someone who has seen a deeper layer of things. And once you've seen it, you can't go back to how things were before.